Alright, this be going live. Anyways, guys, welcome back to another stream. We're doing another, well, as I just said, I repeated myself a little bit there, but we're doing another severe stream. We do have one ongoing tornado warning that is going to be in Georgia. It's going to be for Hubert and Jeffersonville. We are going to be looking at if any tornadoes do end up spinning up today, they are going to be mainly a QLCS tornado threat compared to a discrete supercell threat. Although we do have a couple of showers and storms that are pop up in front of this. I do want to take a quick look, see if we have what we have in terms of, because I know there's Swirl Pause tag on this, I think, as well. Although it does say on the graphic, it does say the Severe Storm warning has been canceled out, but definitely has not yet. I think that might have been, I wonder if that was for a tornado warning from earlier. Might have been. Unless it was from, I don't know, let's talk about Severe Thunderstorm Watch, maybe? Warning. No, it was for, I guess, a Severe Thunderstorm warning. I was back here. I think it was canceled. I'm not 100% sure. So I am kind of curious what the environment looks like. There's quite a bit of instability in Florida, so we could see a lot of the storms start firing off more as it gets into Georgia and Florida. Also, I am using GR2 analysis right now since Red Omega is having the same issues I did yesterday, where it was taking like a long time to load. And also another thing with this tornado warning, let me go over there real quick. Which we got 14 more minutes on that tornado warning, and we do have a tornado warning, a severe tornado warning that was issued over in, I think that's, yeah, Georgia, all the way up towards Georgia. It should pop up in a second. I think it was right here where it was issued, which we'll see that pop up once again. We'll see that pop up in a second. You can see where that notch was right there, just the west of Hubert. Actually, let me just download a bit more frames here on here. Yeah, you can see where it got warned, where it was like hooking a little bit there. And I think that rotation has kind of occluded there. YouTube is just, how satisfied are you creating with post? Very satisfied, totally. Might just close out that prompt. But if you're also, I know this is probably gonna get canceled in a second here, but if you're still in this tornado warning as well, could you just say your safe places? Let me just expand that a little bit there. Oh, there we go. There's the severe thunderstorm warning that just popped up a little bit ago. I don't know if that has tornado pause tag on it. Let me check. Oh no, it's just a regular severe thunderstorm warning. The one to the south of it though does have a tornado pause tag on it. We do have the piece sure right here for the radar there. And then we got Jeffersonville here. Actually, that's Atlanta. Both these are Atlanta's radars. And then I think this one's Jacksonville down that way. And also another thing too, I will note, this is kind of like a, I mean, it's not this most organized not supercell squall line that I've seen, but it is a squall line nonetheless. And I see there is text coming in on stream here. So let me see what the says here. so this says in the United States there may be some severe weather. I mean, we're kind of looking at the severe weather right now, and then also tomorrow is supposed to be another round of severe weather as well, and also Wednesday, I think Thursday as well. So basically, almost all week there is severe weather potential all week, almost I think at this rate. And the second message. And Google Translate made that second message very broken English. Unfortunately. It looks like they're, I'm guessing from what I'm guessing from the Google Translates, Google translating the messages anyways. I'm guessing some heavier rain, I'm guessing. And they did just condense that tornado warning area. It's a small area here. Let's see here. I think that rotation's definitely clued out a little bit. Might be a little bit of something in there, maybe still, but I think at this point it's kind of just occluded. Although we are really close to radar, so that probably doesn't help a lot at all. So we'll see what happens the next couple of minutes or so here, because we do have some minutes left in this tornado warning. All right, so we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning that got issued between Georgia and also uh, not North Carolina. North Carolina is all the way up here. But we do actually have a special weather statement in North Carolina actually for 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts. But this one was this one. If I can actually click on it, so till 3:30 p.m. So that's 2:30 Central. Up to 6-mile-per-hour winds, and around like less than quarter-size inch hail on that. And it did just issue a new tornado warning, which I have a feeling might be extension. Yeah, it's an extension of the other tornado warning that they did just issue, which we'll see pop up in a second here on GR2. And of course, showed up first on Radar Omega because that's a little bit faster with alerts than GR2. All right, there we go. There is the alert box. So this is still going to be going for Jeffersonville. This also now includes Irwinton and Tomsboro. And no, we got a bunch of... This is going to be in a very rural area too. So that's going to be something to kind of note. And this is also still really close to the radar site too. So we'll probably see this if there is still rotation on in there, we'll probably see it after this moves out. Or is that Toomsboro? Might be Toomsboro, not Tomsboro. It looks like Tomsboro, but I don't think it is Tomsboro. Alright, let me make sure my mic audio is good too here while I'm at it. So if you're in once again, if you're in Jeffersonville, Irwinton, and Toomsboro, which I think that's how you say the town's name, go to the lowest part building your home and the most tier part of building your home. I know this is a pretty rural area, so not too much should hopefully be affected, but either way, you're still in a tornado warning. Better be in a safe place than not. Although I do wonder if that little area right there is what was warned, because it looks like, just from judging from reflectivity, that might be it right there. I obviously can't tell anything on reflectivity right now, but I also do wonder if we have anything, maybe something right there, actually, now I'm looking at velocities, although the red is, like, in the clear air area, so maybe not. Definitely gonna be an area to watch, though, either way, just in case something does end up occurring within that little area. And we'll go back down to the Tallahassee's radar real quick. Also, there's a literally radar right here, I just noticed. So, the two radar sites are really close to each other. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna check. See if we have any kind of notches or anything on along the line here in Florida. Although I feel like GR2 Nelson's color table's got to screw up everything. Even though I have it set to, what color table do I have on right now? It's GR3 color table. No. Maybe actually, hold on, let me check. I don't think that is a debris signature there. Yeah, it's just clear air. It looks like it, you could say it was a debris signature, but it's not. Because typically, if you have no reflectivity or like any precipitation in the area, it's just gonna be it's just gonna be clear air typically, especially in a little area like that. Also on that tornado warning, we have 31 minutes on that tornado warning, and on the backside, that one did just expire out, and they did update that tornado watch area, which I should be able to actually show here on here. So yeah, there we go. So there's the severe thunderstorm watch area, and there's a tornado warning there. I do wonder if the Storm Prediction Center put out a. I think they put out a mid-scale discussion earlier about this. Oh, let me check. Yeah, they did. All right, so where is it? There we go. So here's the mesoscale discussion from earlier. I don't know how long ago it was though, off the top of my head. 12:56 p.m. That was like almost an hour ago. So they still have tornado probability, and it seems to be mainly a wind threat for the most part with that south part of the system here. That's going on the north side of Florida. And then if we go over here, this is the mesoscale analysis. You just see just 35,000 kilojoules, 3,000 in this area here, 2,500 kilojoules. So a lot of instability in this atmosphere. And atmosphere. Blast rates are, I mean, they're up there, very steep in this portion of Florida. I am kind of curious what the low wind shear looks like. So the backside here, 40 knots, 35. So anywhere between 30 and 45 knots, basically, which is still enough to have some brief spin ups. There's also some instability back there. Obviously, the storms are not there anymore, but because all this was over here overnight into this morning. But anyways, we'll go back over to radar real quick here. I'll do a quick update on the tornado warning in Georgia. Alright, I think we are now far enough from radar where we can look at stuff here. So I think we may have one little area there and there. One to the to the northeast of Jeffersonville, and then let me check this, make sure it's not clear air, but you may have a little bit of area rotation there as well. That's just a little basically areas that are kind of just trying to couple together. Although looking at current scan for velocities, it looks like a lot of that stuff has occluded out. If that was indeed rotation, potentially, I'm not 100% sure. Because this was tornado warned a little bit ago. I wonder what let me check the... Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Jeffersonville, moving east at 40 miles per hour. Max hail size up to quarter size. So right now it seems to be mainly, other than a QLCS tornado, like QLCS tornado threat, it seems to be mainly a wind threat right now. So I do wonder, let me check the other warnings over on Radar Omega. Oh wow, actually, so looking at the severe thunderstorm warning to the west of Greenville in South Carolina, there is a tornado pulse tag on it. Which I can already see a little area there just to the north of Clemenson. Accidentally closed out my browser. load that up and go to that area there. Alright, should be good now, hopefully. Also gotta close out a couple things, because I do wonder if it's Firefox absolutely just maxing out my memory usage. Because for some reason, as of lately, Firefox really likes to use up my memory on my computer. It's using almost 3.3, almost 4 gigs. What? What? That's literally almost using up all my memory. Maybe that's why Radar Omega is being slower right now. I need to move everything over to Brave, because this Brave browser doesn't use like 100 billion gigs of RAM. Yeah, that's a lot better. Now it's not using almost my entire system's memory here. I mean, I still have like 63% memory usage, but I wonder if I can see the velocities a little bit better out over on Radar Omega if that decides it wants to load anytime soon. Maybe. Just checking this, because it's gonna still have this 20 warning going for another 24 minutes. So yeah, making sure. I don't know, because one thing I random thing to mention, but did they issue a new Severe Darnson watch? Unless it was just an updated one. I swear I can't tell anymore, man. And why is this not wanting to switch over? Oh, that's why. Alright, here is Radar Omega. So here's what it looks like here. It's about the same as GR2. That's what it looks like on Radar. Okay, so looking at Radar Omega here, which is I would argue is a little bit more clear with what we're looking at here. So if there was any rotation, because they did say it was located over Jeffersonville, so if there was any rotation, it would have been near Hubbard earlier, right there, and then just track it through that way. I wonder if there was a secondary rotation that was right there that started rotating there. I might have got to try to go to reflectivity, because otherwise it's going to take forever to load. Oh, never mind, it's not going to take forever to load. Okay, we are 3 minutes behind, though. So, that's going to be a little bit annoying. Just a tiny bit annoying. So we got 22 minutes on this tornado warning. I got notifications from somewhere. I don't know if it was my phone. Might have been my phone. I think it was my phone. Yeah, it was. And they did end up canceling that tornado warning. Alright, so we no longer have a tornado warning ongoing. I think that's like the first time in a while, so far right now at least, that we don't have a tornado warning ongoing. This is now just down to 6 mile per hour winds with the severe thunderstorm warning there. Drone pause tag, that's down now to 6 mile per hour winds. 6 mile per hour winds there as well. there as well. This one has up to 70 with tornado pass tag on it. And this one, and we just got two new I keep actually saying tornado warnings. You tell how many times I said it yesterday with the coverage that I did for about almost 9 hours straight, I think, yesterday. This is going to be going for an hour and 5 minutes, so this is going to be going for a while. And then we got this one here, which still has tornado pass tag on it. I'm going to try and see what these say here. It says check the KE Puerto Rico channel, cause and then you'll translate that into broken English. Thunder and thunderstorms are forming in Puerto Rico. Another severe thunderstorm just got issued, which is way up here. Still has tornado pass tag on it with 7-mile-per-hour winds. It's gonna be going for an hour and 4 minutes. So this is still a severe squall line that's producing swaths of between 60-mile-per-hour winds, and then you got this one part up here that has up to 70. It looks like there are a couple of radars I just noticed that are down, which is unfortunate. And I did just release another Mesoscale discussion. So let me just load that up real quick here. Hopefully it actually loads the right thing. It did not load up the right thing. That's amazing. Or did it? Okay, now it did. So, new Mesoscale discussion. They still have a tornado risk in there. They also have a hail in there as well. Wind still seems to be the main threat through Georgia, South Carolina, Florida. Did I mention Virginia? I think I don't think I did. And then also got through Maryland, where they have that going through as well with that Mesoscale discussion. And then this probably eventually got to reach Delaware there, because it's like right in line of that state there, and New Jersey probably too, depending on how big of a squall line this particularly is. Which I do want to take a look at the Mosaic radar. Yeah, so where we're looking at right now, from Georgia to Florida, seems to be a little bit more of an organized squall line compared to that north side, where it seems to be just showers and storms. There seems to be some discrete cells that are trying to fire off potentially in front of that. Let me go to this radar here. Or this radar. Yeah, there. Actually, is there another radar that's closest to somewhere here? I know we got Blacksburg, Virginia there. I don't know about anywhere else if we have anything closer. I know we got, this is an airport radar, so that's not going to help that much, to be honest, with trying to see how large this is. But looking at but either way, the Mosaic radar and COD satellite will give me the best look at what this is gonna look like. Looks like with each of the radars put together, basically, which is what the Mosaic radar is. But yeah, for the most part, it's once again still mainly a wind and hail threat. You could even see the wind damage reports back here, and also a couple. I think. Let me go to here. Past 12 hours, because then we can see actually 24 maybe. I don't know how far back that's gonna go. Yeah, that's gonna go pretty far back actually. You can even see the hail reports from last night, in Missouri and Southern Illinois. But you can also see the couple tornado reports from this morning in Missouri and also Louisiana actually. So, Ville Platte, Louisiana, National Service Storm Survey has determined a tornado occurred south of Grand Prairie from Highway 363 to Point Verde Road. A PNS will be sent when the survey concludes. And then we have this camera here. Camera? Report here, tornado report. Pineburg, Mississippi. Trees down and possible structures damaged in the area of Johnson Road, Vernon, Gibson Lane, and McGraw Road. TDS observed from both DGX and HDC at the time. Let's see if we get. I think we have only maybe like 3 severe thunderstorms going on right now. I have tornado pass tag. Yeah, we have 3 that have tornado pass tags on them right now. So that oh, let me check my settings here. All right. Testing. 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 Alright, that sounds a little bit better than the other setting that I just had on. I think my volume is just low. I'm like, I don't know why I can barely. I feel like I can barely. I felt like I could barely hear my own self trying to make sure my audio actually works. And isn't broken. Alright, so let me see. With this, trying to. There are storms. I'm guessing thunderstorms. Thunderstorms. I'm so confused here. Telegram. It does say something about Telegram. I don't know if that means. I don't know if that's like the chatting thing, Telegram, or like phone Telegram. But I don't use Telegram, so I have no idea. It also could be TV that you're talking about. I see. Might have to clarify that for a second, or I'll clarify that. I don't know if it's like Telegram, social media, TV, or phone. I don't know. I am not sure, man. Alright, so let's see. We got also some special marine warnings, which I mean, not surprised to be honest, considering what this has been producing all day with brief spin ups and whatnot. This severe storm is capable of producing large spouts. So you have a special weather statement here as well, up to 50. And this one's up to 70. So we have like kind of like a swath where you have a pocket that has up to 70, and then the rest of it is 60. With a couple of those having tornado pass tags on them. Which, let me actually go to velocity if I have anything at all. Alright, so I just try to translate with something else here. So, can I see something in Puerto Rico with thunderstorms called Telenovelela channel? I'm guessing that's a local news stations in Puerto Rico. Thunder, lightning, and thunderstorms in the northern area of Puerto Rico. Can you Jarrell? I'm not familiar where that is. I was gonna say, I do wonder if I don't know if I imagine Weather Wise does have a radar for Puerto Rico. Yeah, well, obviously, but so here's a let's say if you want to check out radar for Puerto Rico, there's that. Let me check back up here real quick while I'm at it. And near Greenville, west of it at least, because they have a tornado pause tag, but I'm not seeing much other than maybe what just looking at reflectivity face value here, something by Hillwood and Holly Hill. And it looks like they're updating radar almost every minute, which is nice. And now Radar Omega is deciding it wants to take forever to load again. Wonder if the other radars are probably gonna load faster, because that seems to be a pattern so far right now with Radar Omega. I may actually have to switch over to GR2, just completely at this point. Oh, never mind. Okay. They can see just the swaths of winds. Also, I am kind of watching for a couple areas out in front. If we have anything discreet, especially with the one I'm looking at right here, over by Scott's Corner here in Georgia. May have something there in Louisville too, because I am noticing a little bit of area there. Because sometimes even if you have like you can have small supercells and they have a little bit of tiny area of rotation. Checking some of these down here as well. Trying to see if I have anything on Twitter as well while I'm at it. We do have something new, but not storm report or anything, but it is a new mid-scale discussion. Oh, if I can actually drag it over, maybe. Unless that's because I had Firefox up. That's because it's a Firefox tab, not a Brave window tab. No wonder. Okay. So here's a new mid-scale discussion. They still have a tornado threat going on. And they have this area from over here in Georgia all the way to here in portions of South Carolina and even into North Carolina. Yeah, they even mentioned central upstate South Carolina, actually. Line of convection moving at 40 to 45 knots. That's about up to 50 mile per hour that they're moving. And they have this time window about 3 hours, it looks like, across the entirety of central upstate South Carolina, it looks like. Also, another thing too, I want to mention for tomorrow is I think, well, day two should be out, but they do have an enhanced risk in basically Kansas. That's gonna be for a 10% significant severe tornado risk. That's gonna be covering Wichita all the way. Here's Wichita, Kingman, McPherson, Ottawa, Derby, Chanute, and Fredonia. Is that Fredonia? I am kind of interested in seeing what the environment is tomorrow, though, because a lot of people are saying, from what I've been seeing, a lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, this the environment's not like it's like gotta be having a like a cap in place, and it's probably not gonna be too much of a tornado risk." Which honestly, I'm just gonna say we'll see what happens for tomorrow. I probably won't be able to go live for tomorrow, in the afternoon because I do have classes in the afternoon for tomorrow, unfortunately. So if you're in any of those areas from what is going on with my phone here? So if you're in, let me just get the Outlook up real quick. So if you're in any of these areas, just have your phone notifications on, your weather radios ready, and just anything to get your alerts. Just make sure your alerts are on in this area to just in general, just in case we do have a tornado warning within that area. smoky. Unless that's steam, but it looks more like... Actually, could be clouds, actually, depending on how high up that is. So I know there's a lot of mountains and whatnot in this area. I turned up the, my audio, I do wonder if we have any storm chasers right now that are chasing. I can't imagine they are. Unless they are, I'm not 100% sure. Oh. Uh... I just saw a, Steel Highway rail cam. It's a train cam. For, actually quite a few areas, actually. A lot of it's in, places like Illinois and Iowa, Michigan. So it looks like the general areas that these cameras are in are places like Illinois, Iowa, and Michigan. A lot of them are in Michigan. There's a one for Chicago Northwestern Powerhouse. So yeah, basically Illinois, Wisconsin, and Iowa, basically, which is interesting for live cams. I imagine I would have to get a kind of like probably a license to actually use their cameras, because there's cameras you would have to get a license to use on streams and whatnot, which unfortunately in this case I think I would have to get probably a license of some sort. If I can find something on their site that specifically says something about that, which would be nice to see if I can find something about that. Because it would be nice to use one of those if we have severe weather in those specific areas that those rail camps are in. Storm Prediction Center did just issue a new severe thunderstorm watch, which we'll be seeing in a couple seconds here. Not well, actually, not even a couple seconds. Oh, we are gonna be seeing in a couple seconds, I guess, as soon as I start saying something about that. So they did just issue a new severe thunderstorm watch. That's gonna be going till 9 Eastern time. That's till 8 p.m. Central. And let me take a look at tornado prob. Yeah, obviously really low tornado probabilities. Not that we couldn't have, a couple brief spin ups potentially. Also, just taking a quick look at Twitter again while I'm at it. I know we did just have that new severe thunderstorm watch, which actually, let me show you guys the full thing on this. So it goes, of course, from the northern portion of Florida all the way up to South Carolina. This portion has not gotten into that severe thunderstorm watch. So I guess they're expecting the severe, but still kind of dwindle on until this long. I feel like they're gonna extend that severe watch if it gets up to this region here potentially. We'll see. I just realized too with the SPC outlooks, all 3 days right now they're outlined, all and have enhanced risk. Menu. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so it's slowly loading in with that severe thunderstorm watch area. I'm seeing a couple posts on the CSU MLP still, which we're definitely gonna be seeing still throughout this week till we get there. Probably gonna be seeing probably gonna be seeing it quite a lot throughout this year. Actually, I don't know how many times I've seen it last year, but this year I've seen it quite a few times. A lot of people are posting the significant tornado parameters for tomorrow as well, which I mean they're pretty high. I am kind of curious what that discussion looks like. Hold on, let me actually look at that real quick on their site for tomorrow. Don't mind the water bottle sounds. So, synopsis: upper mid-level trough is forecast to amplify across the western central CONUS. Powerful jet 80 to 100 knots at 500 millibars. Rich low-level moisture will initially be confined to central South Texas, but will stream rapidly northward through the day and evening in response to deepening cyclone and strong low-level jet. The uncertainty will be crucial for the potential of storm initiation. High-base storms expected to develop during the afternoon across parts of the central north. That's not northeast. That's Nebraska. Low moisture will remain limited to stronger early day scent region points. So isolated strong severe gusts and hail. This convection spreads east northward into early evening. Dry line to parts of western central Kansas, Oklahoma. Upper 50s to mid 60s. Dew points. Deep layer flow it fields rather becomes a tense harm. Lingering SIN-H will tend to inhibit initiation through much of the afternoon and late arrival of richer boundary layer moistures. Supercells that can develop along the east of the dry line would post initial threat of large to very large hail, localized gust. Low-level shear storm relative helicity would pose an increasing tornado threat. The slight risk has been maintained across parts of Oklahoma and Texas, but any increasing in the signal for storm development along the dry line would necessitate one or more categorical upgrades across the area. So that would mean there's a chance that we could see an enhanced risk depending on what happens with the system that's coming on in. There's greater confidence in storm coverage during the evening into late Tuesday across parts of eastern Kansas and western Missouri. Strong low jet will become focused this region as the surface low begins to move east northward. Deep layer shear will support threat large, very large gust, supercells, supporting a tornado threat. Conditional threat of strong tornado. Enhanced risk has been added where confidence is greatest in storm coverage within an increasingly favorable environment. Overnight, additional storm development will be possible along cold front. Favorable conditional environment for organized storms, given timing and tendency for deep layer flow to become parallel to the front. Questions remain regarding mode of overnight storms, whether they will be surface-based, but some all hazard severe threat could persist through the end of forecast period. So basically, it's conditional. It's all conditional right now, even for that tornado threat and whatnot. So it's a conditional severe threat for all modes. It looks like from what I'm seeing, for the most part. Wednesday, I think is probably gonna be. I mean, Wednesday is probably gonna be what storms will definitely occur. It's just a storm mode. That's gonna be the big question for Wednesday. What is this? Hold on. Someone just posted something from National Service Paducah. Discussion 1:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time, March 31st, 2025. Next big severe weather event will come Wednesday into Wednesday night. All modes severe will be in play again. Chart topping shear instability. Rivals are last two big events. In addition, the system offers the first round of many rounds of locally heavy rainfall that will bring widespread flooding with high end amounts that may accumulate to a foot of rainfall. So flooding is gonna be a big threat there. SIPs, analogs, and ESAT tables all topping the charts for both severe weather / wind and rainfall flooding commencing Wednesday, April 2nd, which historically speaking is 51 years removed from major severe weather and tornado outbreak that occurred those early April days in 1974. That's a long time ago, man. Go back down to Tallahassee while I'm at it. I think they probably still have, yeah, they still have tornado pass tag on it still. What is going on? Okay, that was weird. I'm kind of trying to see. So I do wonder if it does have a tornado pass tag just due to this right here. Because it looks like that's trying to hook, potentially. Nothing super imminent, of course, right now. Do we have any tornado pass tags on these up here? I know there's one way up here that has a tornado pass tag. And I also got this one here, too. There's a couple of these up here that do have tornado pass tags still on them. Let me check. Because up here is probably more of a QLCS tornado threat still as well. If this will actually load, maybe. Maybe. Alright, there we go. They loaded, finally. And we are actually up to date on scan, actually. Now I'm looking at, too. And definitely a strong little pocket of, like, wind there. I do wonder... Let me look at activity. Because we got a lot of convection in front of this here with all that little rain there. Not so much up here, but definitely here. So if anything does try to go tornadic here, I have a feeling it's probably gonna struggle, if anything. And both these are up to, like, oh, this one specifically. I was gonna say both of them. This one used to be up to 70, but that's down to 60. This one is up to 70, however. Do we have any cyclone ports other than the one in Charlotte? Because I know this is the Jaguar Stadium in Charlotte, because that's the North Carolina Panthers Stadium. Sometimes you could actually see people sitting in the stadiums here if there's a game going on, which I always thought was pretty cool that you could see that. Obviously, you can't look directly down at the game, but it's still a kind of cool little thing either way on that cyclone port. Because if we do have any QLCS tornadoes, by the way, it's going to be like along these lines here, if there is anything at all. Which right now does not seem to be super imminent with any of those right now, if there is any rotations. Which there and there seem to be a couple areas there. Hold on, let me just kind of zoom out a little bit here. And there and there, I think are going to be the two spots I think are going to be to watch if anything does produce a tornado at all. Oh, fun. Got a one of those messages, those scam messages. Fun. Easy pay payment. Final notice. Your payment is overdue. Yeah, okay, bud. They probably won't stream the whole time, of course. Uh, because I mean, it's not. I mean, it's active, but we don't really have anything super active. But I mean, it's active, but it's not like super active like we had yesterday, and probably what we'll have tomorrow and Wednesday. And now everything's deciding it doesn't want to load. It's throwing a temper tantrum. Also, another thing to know that is a scam too, with what I just saw too. Dot XIN. QIOL dot XIN. What URL has that in the US? I don't think I've seen a single URL in the US that has that. A couple areas here that I'm watching. It seems like there's a couple areas that have like small areas of rotations. And Radio Omega is throwing a hissy fit again. I'm kind of curious. Let me look at if I can actually click on a thing, maybe. So there's not as much wind shear up this way compared to what is going on down this street downstream. Which actually, let me show you guys that. So you can see you have 40 knots here, 30. So it's still 30 to 45 knot. Well, knots down 30 to 40 knots in some areas here, but generally at least. And then here's your instability. I do wonder what the storm relativity looks like, and then bulk shear too. A lot more bulk shear up here compared to down here. Effective, yeah, not a lot of storm relativity, which basically measurement of it's like I think if I remember correctly, kind of like it's just storm, kind of like storm food, like instability. I think, from what I remember off the top of my head, from what I've looked at about it. And now that those little areas, I mean, they're still rotating. You can kind of see where the more green areas are for where those little areas are rotating still. Especially the one over by Fork Shoals. Yeah, I have an itch. I think we kind of passed the peak for a lot of severe weather because the peak of it was like way earlier than what is going on right now. Still gonna be interesting to see what kind of reports we'll have when some of the reports start coming in more. Let me actually look at what the storm reports look like for today, because I know there was a bunch yesterday. Right now for today on the storm SP storm reports, one tornado report, 42 wind, two hail, and then yesterday, which just looking at the verification for yesterday, not a lot of tornado reports, but I don't know how many tornadoes actually did happen yesterday. We do have a tornado warning. Not where I was expecting it to go, though. So we do have a tornado warning now. Which is got to be... Is this in South Carolina, I think, now? Yeah, this is in South Carolina. So the area of rotation that they just warned is right in there. Let me look at activity. It's a very linear line for a tornado. But hopefully I have my... Yeah, I do have the... Make sure I have everything in line here. I think I just accidentally turned on my... Yeah, I turned on my caps lock. So this is going to be for Saluda. There's just one of the bigger city areas here. We got Limestone. We have Mason Crossroads. Liberty Hill. We got Tompkins Crossroads. We got Emory. Mount Willing. Lisa's Crossroads. Denny. Big Creek. And Higgins, and that is gonna be in South Carolina. But yeah, that is seriously the most linear area for a tornado. I'm kind of curious, what does it look like on this here? Because I do wonder if this is probably a QLCS, if there is anything there. Because it's gonna be right in there, if there is. So I need to get a drawing. I need to get a drawing program. This does not. Oh, whoa! What happened there? Okay, everything's breaking apparently on Radio Omega. 20 hours ago, Kalamazoo. Yeah, Kalamazoo. Gas station, Marathon gas station damage. Checking in everything here. I just saw I just lost it. I just saw a post from Jaden Pappenheim. And says 2025 is cooked, and it's basically all the weird kind of things that's happened so far. So with the outlook for Sunday from the other day, and it had that weird shape on it, and then COD satellite having that black bar from the satellite graphics breaking, and then the just like basically nothing happening on March 26th where they had it outlined. And then that Mezcal discussion that had the really long red line on it That's still the weirdest meta-scale discussion here. Let me actually pull up his post real quick so I can show you guys this. So here is the like the four things that you kind of put here. So here's this outlook that was for Sunday. And then here's the COD satellite here, which had a graphics broken. And then this, which, like I said earlier, nothing happened. And then here's the mid-scale discussion that had that really weird long red line. It was probably the weirdest thing I've seen so far, this year at least. I do want to check CC if anything did end up dropping in this area. I know it's radar indicated, but sometimes even this is taking forever to load. I may have to go over to GR2 real quick. Yeah. Okay. So I do wonder. Hold on. I need to switch over to GR2 now. This is on Radar Mega. Unless Radar Mega decided it wants to load properly for once for its life. I just realized too. I'm 30 frames back. Not 30 frames back. 30 frames for not wanting to work properly. Yeah. So this was when I just recently warned. It could have been a little bit something near White Road, but honestly, I'm not gonna rule it out as a. I'm not gonna rule out as a tornado debris signature, but also I don't think it was a tornado that was on the ground. So let me just fix this real quick too while I'm at it. Unless it's kind of just gotta be like that. I think it's gonna be like that. Okay. Or not. Okay, I fixed it. But even on GR2, not really much. Other than maybe a world's briefest debris signature that I've ever seen in my life. And this tornado warning, by the way, is going to be going for 19. Oh, I thought that was 19. My eye is being a pain for some reason. I don't know what got in it. But this is going to be going for 16 minutes. Yeah, it's definitely a area that looks like it was trying to create like a notch. But then, seems like it still trying to do that, but occluding. So I can't. I would say. I imagine. I have a feeling this is gonna get canceled out pretty early, depending on what they do here. It does seem to be. If there is a tornado trying to form in here, that's gonna be right in there with that inflow notch. If there is something in there. Which right now there's nothing notably on the ground. Even that's not anything. What's going on with my fingernail? I think I have another hangnail. Fingernail, hangnail type of deal. Wonder if Radar Omega's finally decided to want to load. It has. Wow, the Greenberg radar decided. The Greensburg radar loaded faster than one over in Lexington. Or, well, Columbia radar. Lexington. Wait, is it Lexington or Columbia? I think it's National Weather Service Columbia, I think, actually. Let me check. I don't think I'm going to be able to search up specific places here. Okay, that's just clear back that way. Because see, it was from a previous scan, nothing there, and then that blue dot, but there's literally nothing there. So yeah, it's a clear. That's how you know it's clear air. And over right here, clear air. I'm still trying to get this hangnail off my finger. Once again, if you're in this tornado warning, by the way, continue to stay in your safe places. We got 12 minutes on that tornado warning. Which I don't know if they're gonna just let that expire out or cancel it. So just stay in your safe places till it either gets expired out or canceled out. Refresh the outlook. There's a 2% tornado risk going up even to Pennsylvania and New York with what I'm looking at. And wind risk we're kind of looking at right now. And this over here in South Carolina, Georgia, even into Florida, which this still has a tornado pause tag on it. Hail risk is 5%, but honestly, I would be surprised if we even had anything that super large for a hail threat. I know yesterday we had something like that, but today not so much. So got 10 minutes on a tornado warning. Trying to see if we have any storm reports at all. Which, by the way, if you have any storm reports, you can at me on Twitter at WOverground. I tried to put my full name, my full like channel name in the thing, but of course, Twitter has a limit, a character limit, so. So got 9 minutes of the tornado warning. Just check if you have anything on the around or not. Don't think we do still. So a lot of this line still is trying to I think, trying to kind of, like, have hooks and then have hooks and, of course, rotation on them. Which there's one area here near Clinton I'm noticing, which seems to be doing exactly that. Which, I know, well, the tornado threat is, I mean, it's low at this point, but it's not completely, well, exactly 0. I am kind of scared with the tornado 5%. This is in the 5% area, so... We'll, I don't think we've really seen too many tornadoes. Try and spin up. I am noticing an area on Radar Omega near Edgefield that I think is trying to spin up too. Getting hiccups here. So once this tornado warning does expire out, we'll be on for probably another. I want to say, I know I don't really have a crazy amount of things going on. I do have something going on later today, but for the most part, seems to be mainly wind and hail threat for through this afternoon into this evening with this line of storm. This not really. It's kind of like a broken squall line at this point. Another severe thunderstorm just got issued just to the south. Still has tornado pass tag on it. There is an area near Edgefield. I am still noticing an area near Edgefield that seems to be trying to rotate still. Like, let me go to that real quick. If I can see that a little bit better here. I got to go to this radar here. So Edgefield. There, yeah, right there. That seems to be trying to rotate. Could get a tornado warning on that soon, potentially, if that does end up continuing. Although I do wonder, where is it? So, I mean, it's not really in a weird spot. I know the colors are weird for velocity, but that rotation is gotta be right in there near Trenton. If there indeed is something trying to rotate. Which there does seem to be the case of that. Still got 6 minutes on that tornado warning. That is over by Saluda, which is right here. I'm checking both Radar Omega and also GR2 analysis. Radar Omega so I can have a little bit clearer view of the area there. I can't look at Storm Relative, which even that is kind of bright. This is even on default as well with Storm Relative. Actually, wait. There we go. Yeah, so you got an area near Trent that is rotating for sure. Those do not seem to be super imminent though. We'll monitor it for the next couple minutes. Still got 3 minutes on a tornado warning. Yeah, that area that I was talking about that had the rotation on it near Trend. Yeah, that's pretty much almost occluded out fully at that point. At this point, still an area near Clinton that I'm still watching still too. Although it does not seem to be as strong of an area rotation as it was earlier. I do wonder. Hold on, let me check. Make sure it didn't. Maybe if something brief, but hard to say. Because that doesn't really line up with the velocity, so. Still got. How long we run? Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. I was looking at a wrong spot. But we just have exactly 1 minute on the tornado warning, and then we will again no longer have a tornado warning on it. And this should be expiring in a second here. We have another severe dose warning that just got issued. Hail, no, no inches of hail. Just wind. And that tornado warning has expired out. So no longer have a tornado warning in place. So most part right now, I know we got a couple severe, or is it just this one here? I think it might just be this one, or actually two. Actually, now, well, two tornado, well, not tornado warnings, but severe tornado warnings right now that have tornado pass tags, but nothing's really came out of that so far. But I think for the most part, those should just stay mainly a wind threat for most part. But yeah. Anyways, I know this is kind of a short stream, but honestly, I was not expecting to go to live for a super long amount of time today. To be honest, compared to probably what we're gonna be looking at for maybe tomorrow and also Wednesday. Wednesday for sure, but I don't know about Tuesday. But yeah, I will see y'all on probably Wednesday for the next stream. If I don't stream tomorrow in the evening, then I'll see you guys on Wednesday, which is probably the more likely. the more likely thing to happen for next live stream. But either way, make sure you have your alerts on for if you have severe weather and whatnot. Make sure you have if you have a NOAA weather radio ready, make sure you have that batteries loaded into that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next stream.